All right, all right, all right. What's good, y'all? DBNK. That's my name. Some do say debunk. Look, it is what it is. What does it mean? Listen, stick around long enough, and we might just get into that. We might just get into that. So listen, this is episode 2 of your favorite show. Ain't that some shit? Listen, I am the context king. Like, grow the community, commenting, just leave us something in the comment section. You know what I mean? Something. Shit on us. Something. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. Listen, this grow. We gonna laugh together. We gonna cry together. But I'll tell you what we not gonna do is die together. All right. The show must go on. So we know this ain't some final destination stuff. So today we gonna be reacting this to this little segment Piers Morgan did on his uncensored show the other night, right? So he brought Candace Owens on, and I was watching the first few minutes of this show, and I was like so confused, and I know for sure Candace was, because it was blindsiding, which when I think about who Piers is and what I seen him do, does it surprise me? Not really, but when I seen it, I was like, hell no, you didn't just do that. So, anyways, without further ado, let's get into that. Let's see what exactly got me riled up, thinking, how he gonna do this to my sister? All right, let's get into it.
Candace, how are you?
I'm doing well, Piers. How are you?
You've been very busy.
I have been busy indeed, much too busy, but it's always a blessing, so I'm grateful.
Well, look, it's good to have you on. So much to talk to you about. I want to start with Kanye West. I've got to say, personally, I know that you've had a good relationship with him. You've talked to him and so on, as I have done. I interviewed him, tried to give him a bit of benefit of the doubt over various things. I got to say, his sort of brazen stuff now on a daily, sometimes minute by minute basis on X, with the swastikas, the Nazis, and so on. I just find it utterly repellent. Has anything he's been doing in the last 2-3 weeks changed your mind about what's going on here with him?
Okay, so first I just want to say that I definitely told your producers that I didn't want to speak about Yay, but it's totally fine if you want to ask me the question.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know that. Well, that wasn't communicated
Yeah.
to me, but if you don't mind.
Piers Morgan, really? Really? She said she specifically told your producers, and you saying nobody told you that. Who's neglecting their duty at this point? Is it your producers or is it you? Who's lying on who? Oh my God. So I'm gonna specifically tell you I don't want to talk about this, and then as soon as we get live on air, I don't know if this was live or not. I'm not gonna it probably was, but as soon as we start recording live on air, wherever it was, you go and ask me. And if it was live, that makes it even worse, because at this point there's no going back, there's no cutting it. Either I have to defend them in some way, or I have to, I don't know what you expect me to do, because I specifically told your producers I didn't want to talk about yet. And here you are asking me about what? The first thing you asked me is about the one thing. I don't know. Maybe she got something else she told the producers she wasn't going to talk about. Right? Maybe there's a list of things she told Piers' producers she wasn't going to talk about. But Piers, somebody told you? Are you real right now? Are you being for real right now? You disrespectful, slimy ass snake. You know a snake. You know what? I'm gonna let y'all. Man, we just went there so quick. Let me not even. I just thought of this. The show must go on. Let's go.
I'd just be curious about your view.
Yeah, sure. So my view has
sure.
been pretty consistent in that when you have a real relationship with someone, you shouldn't be lashing them in the public for anything. There's something about the entire world having commentary about Kanye when he tweets, and that exact same part of the world telling us that we have to remain mum when Bibi Netanyahu literally goes DEFCON 3, but Kanye tweets something about DEFCON 3. That just makes me uncomfortable and feels really disingenuous. And like I said, when you have an actual relationship with someone, if you have anything to say to them, you should say that to that person directly. And so I'm just not going to partake in this sort of like Judas culture of stabbing people.
So now she's saying, I'm not going to partake. I'm not going to stab anyone in the back. That's my homie. I've commented. I've given you what you asked for, but I'm gonna choose not to get into that. She stated it categorically to him now, even after being generous enough to give him a comment on what he asked for. Now she's stating it categorically to him. I don't want to talk about this. Expect me.
In the front when you have a real relationship with them. And I've maintained that consistently, and I'm not going to break that code today.
I mean, some would say, look, I just want to play this clip and get your response to this. I mean, this.
Bro, hold on. Like, told you producers, you ignored that. Whether you ignored it, knew it or not, you asked me about something that I specifically asked not to be spoken or asked of me to speak on, right? You still went on to go against my wishes, right? And I was gracious enough to give you a response and then double down and tell you, I told you producers, and now I'm categorically telling you, I'm not trying to speak on this right now or at all. And now you're going in, you now you want to show me a video of a KKK hoodie suit and a swastika piece. On somebody's feed that I told you I'm not trying to talk about right now. Like, so what exactly are we doing here, Piers Morgan? Like, what exactly are we doing? What is this? What are you trying to get into? Okay.
This is him doing, Ku Klux Klan imagery
hear how she
with swastikas. And so it's so brazen. It's so taunting. And you talk about people who are directly attacking people. He's directly attacking Jewish people when he does this and making them feel extremely uncomfortable, extremely threatened by this, because he's got 32 million people following him on X alone. His social media firepower to galvanize hate against the Jewish people is being laid bare, isn't it, in real time?
Just a question for you. When you saw the Klansman hoodie, why did you say taunting against Jewish people but didn't mention anything about Black people? Yeah, but it's just interesting that of the two things you chose to lean into Jewish people and not to speak about what the Klansman hood represents.
Well, both. Let's say both. I mean, they're both the Nazis.
That's what I'm talking about right there. And I'm so glad she called them out, because you see a whole, like, if you saw that, right? If say you were standing, let me see. You saw that picture and you were standing, say, 10 meters away from the television, and you saw that picture come on the television, what would you see first? Would you see the Klansman uniform, or would you see that little swastika piece? Would outrage you more, the Klansman uniform or the swastika piece? What would outrage you more? Because if I'm looking at that from 10 meters off, I'm not gonna see the little swastika piece that's hanging on this Klansman neck. I'm gonna know that this Klansman, and I'm gonna know what the Klansman is and what he represents, right? And then when I see the swastika piece, I'm gonna say, oh, that's who you're running with. But I know who you are. You a Klansman, right? So knowing what the dress code represents, why does Piers Morgan choose to make the Jews a victim? Why does he choose to run and make them just them? You see, he runs to just mention Jewish people. What did the Jewish people have to do with the Klansmen? Or you just want to talk about the swastika because it aligns with your views? It aligns with the people who you're trying to make out to be the victims in this situation, right? It doesn't concern you that you seeing a whole Klansman fit there. You're just gonna dust over that. Oh, you ignorant motherfucker. You know what? The fact that he's doubling down on his bullshit after she claims, let's not even say claims, because he just danced over the fact that she told his producer specifically she didn't want to speak on Ye, right? Generous enough to give him a comment on what he asked for initially, right? And then doubles down on the fact that, you know what, I told your producers this, and I'm gonna tell you this now, even after giving you a comment to what you asked me, right? I don't want to speak on this. And then here you are showing me some Klansman uniform, and you speaking of Jews, like you don't know who the black people, what that Klansman fit means to black people. Oh, y'all know a snake. Y'all know a snake. That's what this man is. This man is a snake by definition. Oh my God.
And the Ku Klux Klan were both despicable people who targeted certain members of society and wanted to cause them enormous harm, if not kill them. And that's
yeah, I know.
why
I just
people
thought it
are
was
finding what he's
interesting
doing.
that, like, when I saw the image, I thought you were going to say something about Black America and maybe speak about the fact that Kanye's Black, but you just instantly went to accusing or speaking about how Jewish people felt about it. I think that's interesting. I just find that response to be interesting.
Candace, he's literally selling swastikas.
A bit.
Yeah, Piers, if you would like to provide commentary on, if you want to provide commentary on Ye, I have maintained I'm not going to participate in Judas culture. I don't believe in the emphasis that has been placed on me, people knowing that I have a personal relationship with him, to throw him under the bus publicly. It's not the person that I am spiritually, and I'm just not going to partake in it. And I've not moved on that 1 inch. And in fact, as time goes by, I feel stronger and stronger that I should not participate in that culture, because there seems to be something sadistic about the entire world condemning someone and then an individual saying, well, I need you to do it, Candace, because you have a personal relationship with him. It's strange.
Actually, you know what? We are going to move. We're going to move on. And I wasn't even aware you didn't want to talk about it.
Any person in the entire world that will come onto your platform and say something about Ye.
No, honestly, it's not that. Honestly,
to you.
No, Candace, I've got loads of things I want to talk to you about. It's not all about Ye by any means. I just know you know him, and I know him a bit, and I'm horrified by what I'm seeing. And I just think, I think it raises a lot of issues, one of which is just on a wider point, whether anyone who's got that kind of following should be able to be so brazenly anti-Semitic, putting swastikas on, saying he's a Nazi and so on, whether anyone should be allowed to do that. Actually, because by X's own rules, he breaks almost every rule they have. Most people would be suspended a long time ago.
Well, X allows pornography, so.
Well, they don't, though. They actually took him down last time for posting pornography, legal pornography, which was ironic.
There is pornography allowed on X. It's been something that we've been speaking out about and wondering why they allowed pornography. And yet it only becomes a discussion when Kanye shares the pornography. But we've been speaking about that since Elon Musk took it over. I think it's ridiculous that pornography is allowed. But we don't need to get into a discussion about X's policies and things of that nature, because I've already given you my response on Ye. It's just not a relationship that I'm going to burn publicly, because there are people who are sadists and like to see it.
I respect your right to do that. I do. Entirely down to you. You don't have to comment. I only asked you because, like me, you pretty well comment on everything else and normally have very strident views. And I'd actually tell you what, I'd love to know privately what you think. Why don't we leave it at that? I'll call you afterwards and you can let me know.
That's fine.
I'd actually be really genuinely fascinated. Let's turn to Harvey Weinstein, who again, somebody else.
Here it is, right? Y'all know a snake. Y'all know a snake when you see it? I know a snake when I see it. Matter of fact, I grew up on a farm, y'all. You see how this man said, you know what? I'd love to talk to you personally. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call you and ask your opinion. Bro, Candace, my girl, if this man call you, don't pick up. Don't pick up. If he wants to have you on an interview, tell him to talk to your agent. If he call you directly, don't pick up. This man a snake. You know a snake? I grew up on a farm, right? I know a snake. I know a snake. I know a snake when I see one. Matter of fact, having grew up on a farm, I was around snakes so much. I didn't even have to see that mother for me to know it was there. For me to know that's a snake, I didn't have to see it, right? And don't get me wrong, I didn't have to hear that hissing either, right? Wither is hissing, wither is slithering through the grass without no hiss. If I hear it slithering through the grass, I know that's a snake. It doesn't have to hiss nothing. That's a snake. As soon as I hear that slither through the grass, I know that. Hey, yo, hold on. Hold on, yo. I hear something. I hear something. No. Don't move. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where it is, but it's there. All right. Don't move. Let me just hear where it's going, and then as soon as I hear it's far enough, we can keep it moving. All right. But right now, just chill. Let's just try and locate this bitch, because we might just be walking right into it, and that's what he trying to make her do. I'ma call you. Call me for what? Talk to my agent if you want to know something about me. Goodness gracious me! Shout out to Candace Owens, man. Shout out to Candace Owens, because listen, ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Piers Morgan, huh? Yeah, you uncensored, or you don't like. I specifically give you an instruction. I ain't trying to talk about this thing. You just don't give it nothing. Yeah. Okay. Nah. OG DBNK. Some do say debunk. I am the context king. All right. Stick around. You might just find out what OG DBNK. We all know what OG mean. You might just find out what DBNK mean if you stick around long enough. Like, comment, let's grow the community. All right. Let's share some thoughts in the comment section. Right. Subscribe. Set up that algorithm. You know what I mean? Episode 2. We gonna come with a 3. So it ain't about like so we come with a 3. We gonna come with a 3. Just like so we grow that algorithm. So we set it up right. You're trying to grow this community, y'all. Shout out for staying with me. Episode 2. Ain't that some shit? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out. Later.